Y'all know what it is. So let's get to it. We back in business, Baltimore. We ain't playing with you. We ain't never been playing with you. It's Saturday. Saturday Night Live. We ain't got nothing but good content for y'all. What y'all week was hitting on, man. I'm here chopping it up with the go-getters. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get to it with a you, cause I always got you in mind. So what y'all week was hitting on, man. Mine was good, man. Every week is a good week. Every week you wake up. Good week to me, y'all. I just wanted to let y'all know it's a good week. Let me adjust this mic so I get to talking. Run my mouth a little bit. Y'all know what it is. Um, a lot of good things. You know, this week I got to talk to some good people. Um, I talked to this dude named Jamal Bryant. He a stand-up comedy on Portsmouth side of things. A friend of mine's, Kareem. He plugged us in together. I chopped it up with him. And hopefully we could get to doing something together, y'all. We can make this happen. We can put this content together. You know, he got an idea what he want. You know, I got an idea what I want. So we just gonna, come together, see what we can put together for y'all. We ain't playing with y'all, We gotta continue to chop it up. Last week I did talk to Terry Fenner. I talked to Marcellus Harris while I text him. That's B2 for y'all who don't know. I did get a chance to get up with him, but he had the Super Bowls today, y'all. The Super Bowls. They was out there putting on. And I think it was I forgot who I talked to. I talked to Ray today. He working there, he cut hair too. I think two of his sons play. One of his sons was a quarterback. I think they took the L. He got like the MVP though. But I think they wound up taking the L. He took some hardware home, but he was crying and stuff. So, that was a bad thing. But, it's a good thing too, because, it's just a game. You can take away from it. You can learn. At the same time, this how true warriors are shaped. They got to go through the ups and downs and the trials and tribulations. So, hopefully he can get over there and come out and have a better one next year. I did a little episode, Elise Pro Barbershop Talk. I just put that on a YouTube page earlier today. We was in there. He cut my hair. I went in there. This is what I went in there with, y'all. I had my small setup with me. As you can see, the Xperia. I don't know if y'all can see that. Can y'all see that? That's the phone. Then on the back, I got the vlog monitor, and it's on top of this shooting grip, which you could actually turn into a tripod. You see that, y'all? So if you was trying to do your vlogging by yourself, you could do that right there. I had that set up with the light. I just wanted to test the waters and see what it was hitting on. It was okay content. It won't the best, it won't the worst, so we can't complain. We needed to work on the lights. I think we need 2 more lights, and we might need to work on the sound. I kind of tapped the sound and got it a little bit better in the YouTube Creator app. I messed around with their little editing app a little bit, and I was able to bring the sound up a little bit. But we got to be more intentional and put something a little bit better out there. It was good, but we know y'all want that good quality, so we gonna keep doing it till we perfect it. We get it all the way right, and that was episode 2. That was podcast number 2 as far as the barbershop talk. So I'm gonna try to cut it up into segments because I want to touch on a lot of different things. I don't just want it to be one thing. I want us to be all over the place with it. We got conversations that need to be had with a lot of different people, and I'm trying to bring all those conversations to the table, y'all. So yeah, look forward to that. I'm gonna try to ease that into the rotation when I go get my hair cut. I'm gonna set up the cameras, get those lights right, so we can have that barbershop talk, that real barbershop talk, while people getting their hair cut. The real thing, not just us sitting in the barbershop, but actually the barber, he front and center. That's who it's all about. And dynamic fella. I like to bring his story to life because he got a story to tell y'all. And it was actually his idea, and I'm helping bring that to life. So I'm glad he wanted me to be a part of that. That's the good part. Um, that's what I did this earlier. Look at the work. Y'all see the work? I told him to keep the beard. he he took the beard off, y'all. I wanted to keep the beard, take the sides, take the back, but he wound up taking the beard off. I ain't complaining though, cause it's always good work. I still look good. I still look good. I wound up watching the Shine documentary, man. That joint was fire. That joint was fire. I went into it with a negative mindset, cause I was listening to this dude named Choke No Joke. Choke No Joke was hating on that jump. Well, he ain't hating on the podcast in particular. He was kind of throwing a little bit of shade at Shine himself, talk about Shade as a chameleon, Shine as a chameleon. And he was saying, basically typecasting that man. He was saying he came out sounding like Biggie. Then he was saying he was a blood. Then he was saying he was a Jewish blood. He was saying now he want to look like Obama. And Choke No Joke real funny. But he was saying he don't want to see it. So I had the wrong mind state when I went in to go see it. And the joint blew me away. That man got a lot of different levels to him, a lot of different layers, as most people do. But I wasn't expecting it. And I think that's what made the documentary hit hard, because I wasn't expecting to see all that and be captivated by that. But that was the Shine documentary. He went into the shooting at the club where him and P. Diddy was involved. He touched a little bit on, his relationship with Puff Daddy. Um, and that wasn't even a highlight of the documentary, which made it so good. He gave you a little bit of his history, brought it back to him. And you know, sometimes these entertainers, they captivate us and we want to know their story. So he did give up a good story, and I enjoyed it. So y'all go check out that Shine documentary. That John was a good one. Kinda got me thinking. Kinda got me thinking. So the topic of the day is they smile in your face all the time trying to take your place. The backstabbers. The backstabbers. Yo, backstabbers can come in all shapes, forms, and fashions. You know, a lot of times in this world, you're going to have the unfortunate, you know, luck of coming across people who mean you no good. You know, they usually come as a friend. Some of them even your family members, associates, and like they mean you no good. These people want to see your downfall. They might just be using you to get what they want in life, but it all ends up to, people tricking you, people plotting against you, people sticking a knife in your back and betraying your trust, your friendship, and your loyalty. And that's why I brought up that Shine situation, because, you know, he uncovered a lot of information in that you didn't know. I was enlightened on the situation, and come to find out, y'all go watch that. I don't want to be a spoiler or nothing like that. Y'all go watch that to find out. But it was some betrayal going on in that, and it just made me think about a lot of times you could be betrayed out here. You could be betrayed out here. You would think somebody your friend. You would be looking at them, giving them the benefit of the doubt. And I don't know if y'all know who Julius Caesar is, but Julius Caesar was stabbed in his back by two of his closest friends, Brutus and Mark Antony. Cassius and Mark Antony. Those were two of his closest allies who he didn't expect to put the knife in them, but they was the ones who delivered the fatal blow that killed them. And I think when it comes to betrayal, you know, if they not your friends, if they not your associates, if they not in your circle, you expect it. But when somebody's close to you, you don't expect it. And that's a lot of times them the ones that get you and they hurt the most and they knock you off course and it leaves you in a situation where you can't even get yourself back together. You be done fell off and can't get back on. You know, that song, We Fall Down But Get Up. But sometimes when you betrayed by those who you love or those you hold dear to your heart, you can't get up because your mind is unsettled. You know, you can't resolve that because you still trying to figure out why would they do that to you when you would never do it to them. So I know probably everybody done went through a situation, and hopefully you not the one that's the backstabber. You not the one that betrays somebody's trust. That's what I'm hoping. Cause we don't want none of those in the let's get to it click. Y'all can't be go getters if y'all out there backstab. When we say go getters, we talk about go getting it the right way, not going out there stepping on people, using people as a pedestal. Nah, we ain't about that. Love is love right here. So you know, just going through a situation. I think I talked about the situation with a friend of mine's named Sean Sneed. Um, it wasn't a fool, but it kind of was, y'all. It kind of was because I thought he was my friend, but at the same time, when my brother got in the situation, he was trying to explain to me why they gonna hurt or try to hurt my brother, and I'm like, it caught me off guard. I didn't even know how to respond to him in that moment because all I could think about is I wouldn't do that to you. He has two brothers, Turk and Da, and they was his baby brothers, just like Doc was my younger brother. So I would never be in a situation where I'm trying to explain to him why I'm going out there to be a part of somebody, physically attacking or getting in a confrontation with his younger brother. So when that situation came about, I felt betrayed because I was like, man, you my friend. You're my friend. You're my friend. Why would you do that to me? Why? But it we still associate with each other. But like I said, we were close friends. Well, I thought we were close friends. And that's what happened with backstabbers. Cause sometimes you they friend and they not your friend as much. So it happens like that. And I got a real good story for y'all. This is about Puerto Rican Jose. Puerto Rican Jose, me, and Sharna. This was when I was living in Jersey. We was living what was it, Hunters Glen? Hunters Glen, New Jersey was in Delran, New Jersey. Um, I'm new to the neighborhood, y'all. I think I was around 13 years old, and I'm new to the neighborhood. Don't know nobody out here. I'm actually from Newport News, Virginia. I've been up and down between Newport News and New Jersey. Basically most of my childhood, but most of my time was spent in Newport News. So one summer, my mom decided we gonna, stay with my pops. I've been crying. I wanna go stay with my daddy. I wanna go stay with my daddy. She was like, okay, you gonna get your daddy now. So she wound up sending us up there. And first we was in Pemberton, New Jersey. That's, if y'all not familiar with Jersey, that's close to Fort Dix, the army base out there. So we stayed out there for like a year. I think I was in the 8th grade. My brother was going to a different school. I think I was going to not Pemberton. It might have been Pemberton Middle School. I can't remember. I think he was going to Helen E. Fort. And you know, we was together. So my mom, she decided to leave me out there because I've been the one being more vocal about wanting to spend time with my father. So she was like, she knew what type of fella he was. So she was like, you want to cry all day, you gonna get all your daddy, you gonna get all Big Sam you want. So you know, my brother, we wind up moving from Pemberton to Delran. And Delran, I say, is about 30 minutes away from Camden, New Jersey. Is South Jersey. Is close to Cherry Hill, close to Cinnaminson, close to Pensacola. I don't know if y'all familiar with that area, but it was just, you know, a lot of houses in one apartment complex out there called Hunter's Glen. And we moved out there. My brother wound up going back to Newport News. I was still staying with my father in Hunter's Glen. So, you know, I was all broke up because me and my brother been together since I could remember. So that was heart wrenching when he left. And to that point, he was one of my only friends. Not saying that I didn't have people I played with, but you know, we've been staying in the house together. We knew each other's situations, so uh, you know, that was my close friend. That's who I associated with. So when we got separated, kind of did something to me, broke me up. But moving on to the story of the backstabbing with Puerto Rican Jose, me, and Sharna. I think her last name was Clark. Sharna Clark. Uh, I was hanging around the dude Jose. Uh, you know, we was friends, went to school together, and we was very close friends. And Sharna, I think she had two sisters and three brothers, JC, Bill, and Gus. I forget her sister's name. But being that I was new to the neighborhood, I think she liked me a little. I don't know if she liked me or one of the other sisters might have liked. Somehow or another, we wound up going together. Now, you know, I thought she was pretty. I was surprised that she liked me. And you know, it was like I said, I was 13, going on 14, and I wasn't used to having no girlfriend. She may have been my first or second girlfriend, but you know, I was just happy to be fitting in. I got Jose. I'm starting to meet people. Sean, I got a girlfriend. I'm happy, y'all. I'm happy. We gonna doing nothing. We won't even talking on the phone. I don't think I could put two sentences together at this time of my life. So if we did talk on the phone, we did more breathing on the phone than we did talking. But just the idea of me having a girlfriend, being in this new neighborhood, I felt like I was winning, y'all. And like I said, I had a close friend with Jose. Jose was my friend. I don't even know where Jose came from, but I knew he was my friend. So one day, Jose brings some clippers over my house and say, cut my hair. And I'm like, cut your hair? I don't know how to cut hair, Jose. And he was like, man, oh, it is easy, man. It's easy. So I'm like, yo, Jose, I don't know what I'm doing, man. I ain't never cut nobody hair, man. Like, why would you want me to cut your hair like you tripping? He was like, man, just cut it, man. I trust you. So I'm like, you trust me? I'm telling you, I've never cut hair. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. So anyway, he persists. So I'm cutting. And like I said, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I done been to the barber shop. I done had people cut my hair. But I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying. I'm trying my best because he done pressured me to the haircut. And I'm zinging him. Bing, bong. Man, his hairline, his hairline look like I'm throwing up the West Side Connections. It's so crazy. His fade, I got the fade sitting on top of his head like he in the military. I gave him a boosted fade for it was a such thing. And that joint looked crazy. So I done cut his hair. He was happy. So that made me happy. So, you know, I'm like, okay, yeah, I did a good job. I didn't know it was terrible, but I felt uncomfortable, but he was happy. I was happy. So his brother, I think his brother was like 19, 20, like he was older than him. He come home and snap. You're like, yo, what happened to your head? So Jose like, what you mean? What happened? I got a haircut. His brother's like, man, how you let him do this to your head? And I'm sitting there like, I told him I don't know how to cut. So, he bigger than us. He act like he ready to swing on me or something. Like, yo, he made me cut his. I told him I ain't know what I was doing. So from that interaction with his brother done pressed him, snapping. And I guess Jose felt some sort of way. He was upset all of a sudden, like, why you do this to me? And I'm like, what you mean? Like, You tripping. Jose, you made me cut you. Don't do this. Don't act like this because your brother coming home. What had happened is his brother was supposed to cut his hair, but his brother kept giving him the runaround. So he tried to, go around and, get around his brother by getting me to cut his hair to prove he was, could make his own moves. But like I said, I didn't know how to cut hair at all. So that was just a catastrophe. That was a disaster in the making right there. So it was like I ain't want to do it, but he pressured me and we was friends. And like I said, I'm just trying to fit in. New neighborhood, new friends, new girl. I'm winning right now. That junk took me out. It took me by surprise. So when his brother came, his brother snapping, his brother got him looking at me crazy. And I don't think he called me a slur or nothing, but I like the energy he had, like, why you let this little black kid cut your hair and mess you up like this? And it was talking a little bit of, Puerto Rican. I couldn't understand all of it. So they talking Spanish a little bit, so I'm lost. Next thing I know, me and Jose at odds. He ain't mad at me, but he looked like he want to fight, but he ain't all the way to the point like F you and all that. But because it was his idea. So it's like, man, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that he actually would put me in that situation. And I should have just said no. Nah. If I was a little bit more mature, I would have said no nah and just kept it at that. But like I said, I was trying to be a friend and, hoping I could do a good job. But I knew in my heart I tore his head up. Like I said, the man's head was looking crazy. So after that, we wasn't hanging around each other. He was acting a little bit of distance. I think his brother said he can, man, I'm gonna try to fix it. But he did the best he could to try to bring him back to life, but he couldn't because I killed his head. I killed the head. Like, no Diddy. I tore that man head up. No Diddy, no Diddy. Y'all hold it, the innuendos back. But he was so mad at me, y'all. Guess what he did? He went behind my back and hollered at Shauna. That's like one of my first girlfriends. He hollered at Shauna. This is all unbeknownst to me. I didn't know what was going on. I come to school, try to give Shauna a hug. Shauna's like, oh, I can't hug you. I'm like, what you mean? I thought we go together. It was your idea for us to go together. I don't even know what go together mean all the way. She was like, I can't. I go with Jose now. And I'm like, oh, oh, my heart sank. I was like, what in the world? I said, why would you? I'm thinking to myself, I'm saying to her, like, why would you go with Jose? You know we friends. I was like, what type of madness is this? Like, I'm 13, but I know you don't do this. I'm like, what is this? I'm looking at her like, man, what's wrong with you? Like, we ain't even like each other like this. It was your idea to go together. I don't even know what girlfriends or boyfriends is at 13 years old. This all your idea. Now you sitting there talk about you go with Jose. Like, we ain't even break up yet. I like, what the hell? And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, man, why would Jose do this? Like, oh man. But then, as I got older, I'm thinking maybe his brother might have put him up to that or something, like this how you get back at him. Cause I couldn't understand that. So that was like a double backstab. That was like a Julius Caesar situation. Both Brutus and Mark Anthony stabbed him in the back. Both Shauna and Jose stabbed me in the back, and that joint broke me down. I don't think I recovered from that for a long time because I actually at that age I didn't understand what was going on. I was just in the mix, like why would they? I was left like why would they do that? And Jose wound up moving, so I wound up making different friends. But it just put a bad taste in my mouth of how people, operate without having no compassion for you and then stab you in your back. So that was just a little brief short story, y'all, of the backstabbers. And there's more of that. But that was just something slight, entertaining, and humorous that I wanted to get y'all right quick. And yeah, I'm about to wrap it up. That was the little Saturday Night Live special. I'm gonna go check this and see how it sound. and make sure everything all right. But y'all know what it is, man. It's Big Sam, King Sam. Y'all know what it is. Let's get to it. And y'all my go getters. Let's go, let's go. We back in business, Baltimore. And with that, court is adjourned. My case is closed. And I'm out of here, y'all.